Tonight on WFA Reborn, an intergender tag team matchup, and the tag team titles themselves are on the line as Brick City and Shot Through the Heart settle the score in a tables match. Let's not waste any more time, let's get to it.
Before our show continues, I have some news from WFA officials. Once again, it appears that Gall has no-showed his WFA heavyweight challenge.
I can't believe this.
Therefore, WFA officials have been forced to strip him.
Whoa. Vacated championship?
There will be a battle royal for the title of the new WFA heavyweight champion. The last two competitors will end the singles competition, with the winner becoming the new WFA heavyweight champion.
Well, massive news. We have a new main event here tonight.
And without further ado, the following contest is a mixed tag team match. Scheduled for one fall.
We are only 1 minute into this episode of Reborn, and massive news. Gall, who has skipped town again from defending his heavyweight championship, has now been stripped, and tonight we're crowning a new heavyweight champion in our new main event. But here we go with some intergender tag team action, and don't forget our massive main event tag team championship tables match. What a stacked show here tonight.
Introducing our team number one,
And sorry, I'm looking at my lineup, and Riley O'Neal was not scheduled for this thing. I believe this Riley O'Neal must be filling in for Channing Thomas here, and I'm sure this has much to stem from that announcement about the heavyweight championship being up for grabs tonight. Channing Thomas did not want to walk into that match hurt. That's right, Vile and Channing Thomas were set to challenge Nat Castle and a partner of her choosing after Vile interjected herself into a Channing Thomas match and announced themselves as a duo. Nat Castle ran out to even the odds. And here we are with this intergender matchup, but Riley O'Neal is a wrench in the plans of Nat Castle. She was expecting world-class Channing Thomas, but as I mentioned, that massive main event we have for you to determine a new WFA heavyweight champion. Channing Thomas, I'm sure, wanted to keep himself fresh because he's been eyeing gold since he set foot here in the WFA. Of course, our originally scheduled main event, the Tag Team Championships on the line. Brick City and Shot Through the Heart have been at each other's throats for weeks and weeks. They had that controversial ending to their last tag team title bout. How's about that? Dante Drago being the mystery partner of Nat Castle, full of fire, and he's gonna need to bring the heat for the spicy Latina Nat Castle here tonight. Oh, Drago getting into it a little bit here. Little tag team unit. Nat Castle was able to pick her partner, so looks like they've developed a little bit of a bond here. What's this? Oh, how's about that little bit of teamwork as well? So important to be on the same page when you're in tag team action. When your singles competitors transitioning to tag team wrestling can be so difficult. The dynamics shake up so much. The psychology, the strategy, all of it needs to come together. So having somebody who has your back is so important. And it looks like Nat Castle made the right choice here tonight with Dante Drago. As I was talking about earlier though, Brick City and Shot Through the Heart, last time they competed for the tag team titles, a controversial finish where both teams rightfully laid claim to being declared tag team champions. However, referee's decision was final, and that's why we're in the same situation we are in here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. A tables match for the tag team titles. You're not going to want to miss it. Brick City, Shot Through the Heart, two of the very best tag teams in the Northeast scene are going to clash here tonight. There you go, Dante Drago. I thought the men were going to start out, but a tag out to Vile. Riley O'Neal want nothing to do with Drago, so Nat Castle enters the ring instead, and here we go. This is the reason this match is unfolding. Locking horn center of the ring here. Vile looking to grab some hair, but Nat Castle instead escaping with the waist lock go behind. Vile doing her very best to escape this, but the grip of Nat Castle, there we go. First in the waist lock as well is Vile. We always talk about this women's division. Of course, congratulations goes out to Davian, our new WFA women's champion. We're going to have a new WFA heavyweight champion. You got to wonder if we're going to have new tag team champions here tonight as Nat Castle drills Vile with that low drop kick. Yes, the landscape of the WFA continues to shake and change. And oh, there we are. Vile wanted nothing to do with Nat Castle there. Got out of dodge and tagged in her partner Riley O'Neal, so enters Dante Drago. Men now locking up center of the ring here. Neither batting an eye though at that exchange. And oh, the disrespect from Riley O'Neal here. Dante, go behind. Oh, there we go. Bringing him right down to the mat. Riley quickly escaping to the rope, not wanting to tackle the offense of Dante Drago and go hold for hold here. Oh, going for a shot there. Dante had it scouted though. We got another go behind. Is he gonna go for round two? No, Dante able to escape this time into a side headlock. Dante though not hanging out for long, looking to escape, does it, but eats a shoulder tackle in the process. Now O'Neal coming off the ropes. We got planned here. Dante, nice leapfrog, drop down. O'Neal coming in and eats a drop kick from Dante. Perhaps one of the best drop kicks I've seen here in the WFA. And now a deep arm drag. And he's got plenty to hold on to of Riley O'Neal's long arm there. Center of the ring. Fantastic exchange between these men. Looks like both women picked some solid partners here tonight. Hopefully helps either of them secure the victory. But oh, Vile there, behind the referee's back, getting involved, taking Drago's throat across that top rope. And now Riley O'Neal looking to capitalize here, cover, count, and Dante able to kick out. And hold right hands raining down on Dante now. Riley O'Neal knows what's at stake here, trying to do right by her partner. Riley now has Dante exactly where he wants him, in the corner, hitting that buckle hard. What an Irish whip there, and Dante seems to be in trouble now. Looking to do round two. Now what's Riley got planned here? No, Drago able to get out of the way, did not want to eat any more offense, but the ring getting cut in half courtesy of Riley O'Neal, and Dante is up for a ride here. Oh, across the back of the knee, did his neck. 1, 2. Oh, so close here. Riley O'Neal doing a fantastic job of grounding Drago, quieting him down, calming him down. He was full of fire coming out here and started with some high-impact offense, but Riley O'Neal has shut down Dante. But for how long, as we see Drago rising, looking to escape, he does, but waiting in the grass is Riley O'Neal. Dante, though, backdraw. And now Riley O'Neal quickly making the escape, and now that's all we need. Nat Castle called in. And eating the clothesline of Nat Castle. I don't think she thought that one through. Intergender rules mean only one tag needs to be made, and Nat Castle is very fresh in this thing. Now Nat Castle bringing Vile to her corner. Looks like Latina Spice coming in hard. Hip attack to Vile. And now Riley O'Neal gonna get some as well. There it is. High impact whiplash. And now center of the ring, Nat Castle looking, but Vile easily getting to the ropes there. She knew what was coming and avoided it at any and all costs. Nat Castle looking fantastic right now, but Vile always has a plan. Luring in Nat Castle to eat the middle buckle there, and now snapping her to the center of the ring and whiplash effect as well. There from Vile. Man, I am fired up. The fact that Gull got stripped of that heavyweight championship, we had such a great defending champion with Moxley who defended that title for years, time and time again, taking on any and all comers. No matter the obstacles put in front of him, no matter the wear and tear his body brought to him, it cost Moxley a lot for Gull to duck and dodge any and all competition. Spoke volumes with the man behind the moniker of the real-life action figure. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are crowning a new heavyweight champion. Many superstars will competing in a battle royal matchup, with the final two bringing it to a singles matchup. And we just got a tag from Drago. Now Riley O'Neal gets brought in the hard way. And now, flying forearm from Drago, who is refreshed after that tag out to Nat Castle, doing some damage now to Riley O'Neal. O'Neal, though, not letting him go that easy. Springboard crossbody block from Dante Drago. Riley O'Neal out on his feet, and in comes Drago. European uppercut. Now up again, dropping him hard. Here we go. Cover. Vile getting right in there, though. Everybody gets one in tag team competition here. The referee, though, admonishing Vile. Get back in the corner, but it looks like Vile wants some of Drago. And he gets a slap across the face, and Vile eats one in her own right, courtesy of Nat Castle. Now what's Drago doing here? Leveling Riley O'Neal. Vile trying to level Nat Castle, but instead, that is all she wrote. Nat Castle knew what she was up against and lined herself up with the best. Drago is indeed the best here tonight, tagging with Nat Castle to eliminate Riley O'Neal and Vile. Hopefully that's the end of that, as we see both women attempt to climb the ranks to challenge Davian for the WFA Women's Championship. Folks, we're in Concord, New Hampshire. If you ever want to come check us out live, there's only one way to do that. That is checking out the following video to see when we're out next. go.
In order to win, the winning team must throw both of their opponents through tables. Let's bring out the competitors.
What a phenomenal contest this is going to be, ladies and gentlemen.
Introducing first, at a combined weight of 450 pounds, the team of the real-life Cupid, and the Silver Sniper, TJ Crawford. This is Shot Through the Heart.
Shot through the heart, one of the best tag teams I have seen here in the WFA. Not wearing their usual wrestling gear tonight. They are geared up for a fight, ladies and gentlemen, and that's exactly what this is going to be. They have climbed the ranks. They can say they've beaten Brick City. Whether or not they can secure those tag team championships here tonight, only time will tell. But Love Doug and TJ Crawford are one of the most put together tag teams, and they could be walking away with gold here tonight. As I mentioned before, the Women's Championship changed hands just last week. Of course, our WFA Heavyweight Championship will have a new owner by the end of tonight. The question is, can we make it all three? Will there be new tag team champions as well? But as we've seen time and time again with our champions, Brick City, they have all the fight in the world in them. And while Shot Through the Heart's having a little fun now, they are going to get down to business. And they're going to get down to big business with Julio Cruz and Victor Chase. If you heard the rules, elimination style, both members of the team have to get driven through tables. So there's going to be a lot of broken hardware out here tonight.
And their opponents, representing big business, a combined weight of 500 pounds. The team of and the Big Riz, Victor Chase.
And oh, we're not waiting. Here we go. You notice Brick City is geared up for a fight as well. Both teams understood the assignment. Tag team elimination, tables match, tag team championships on the line. This is massive. See Julio Cruz and TJ Crawford. Oh man, Crawford ate that buckle so aggressively. Both teams have been at each other's throats, and you can feel it here in these early opening moments of this thing. My goodness, Crawford eating that corner again. Now, what's Brick City got lined up here? We've seen so many tag team maneuvers these two have. Oh, meeting of the minds were Shot Through the Heart, and now going up and getting a very uncomfortable meeting once again. Shot Through the Heart, able to escape through the ropes, but man, Brick City looking like $1 million like the tag team champions they are. But no pinfalls in this thing. The only way to win is to drive, each member of each team through a table. And of course, we saw Brick City successfully defend their titles when Shot Through the Heart stormed the scene, isolated Victor Chase, taking him out, and Julio Cruz was primed for the pickings as they drove him through a table to declare their shot. Can they do it again here tonight? We're gonna find out. Julio Cruz lambasting Love Doug as we see two tables set up in the entranceway. Looks like Julio Cruz has an idea here with Victor Chase. Exchanging, going after Crawford. As Victor Chase now taking care of Love Doug. And Crawford there with the right hand and now choking. As Victor Chase Love Duck is eating shot after shot after shot through his heart. This is so violent already, and we're just getting started. As TJ Crawford now trying to extract some revenge on Julio Cruz. Man, Shot Through the Heart has taken such a beating early on in this thing. They've really got to recover and step up their game here. They're in a lot of trouble right now in the opening minutes. As Julio Cruz again taking apart Crawford. Have yet to see a table broken out in this thing, but of course still very early on. You heard the crowd, they want tables, we all want tables. But it's a matter of when. See Brick City back in the ring together. They have, it looks like, just like a tag team psychology. There it is, get the tables, we're gonna see it. Looks like they have Crawford and Love Dog isolated just as if it were a tag team matchup. That is why they are the tag team champions. There we are, table in the ring, about to be set up as Crawford has no idea where he is. Brick City in full control of this thing. There we are, table set up, center of the ring. TJ Crawford, look out in this 2-on-1 situation. And wait a minute here, Love Dog having other plans, saying that ain't gonna work for me, brother. As Crawford gets suplexed, but no table in sight. Both members of Shot Through the Heart still very much safe in this thing. But now Love Dog all on his own as Crawford rolls out for safety. Nothing safe about this though. Love Dog getting a love fest courtesy of the tag team champions. Fired at now, Victor Chase with the massive boot, and Love Dog now center of the ring. This is not going to plan for Shot Through the Heart. Up, up, and down with a body slam. Oh no. It looks like Brick City has been studying some tape of perhaps the tag team best known for tables. Oh, Love Dog. Uncomfortable landing there. And now table coming back into play. Man, Shot Through the Heart not getting off on the best of foot in this thing, but we've seen it before with them. Their conniving tactics, really know how to play the numbers game well. Oh, double low blow there. That is definitely one way to equal the odds. There are no disqualifications in this thing, ladies and gentlemen. All that matters is the wood. And it looks like Shot Through the Heart is looking to seal the deal here. Double blockbuster courtesy of Love Dog there. What an impressive maneuver. You can disagree with their tactics, but Shot Through the Heart is one, if not the greatest tag team here in the WFA. And speaking of tag teams in the WFA, you've got to believe after calling their shot for those titles, that Jersey Muscle and Tony Vincita and Steve Gibkey are watching this thing behind the scenes to see what's left of the tag team championship scene to claim their shot. See now Crawford setting up the table in the corner, but Victor Chase not wanting any of that, trying to fight out of the situation he's about to be put in here. Victor Chase fired into the corner. Crawford coming in. Oh my God, what a kick. Victor Chase all alone in this thing. Love Dog snapping the neck now. Crawford coming in with the elbow. Oh my goodness, the mean streak of TJ Crawford as of late. He wants those tag team titles more than anything. Now, looks like it's table time. Shot Through the Heart. Have Victor Chase exactly where they want him. What's the plan here? Oh, wait a minute here. Julio Cruz stepping in, saving his partner. And now Victor Chase coming in with the right hands after the distraction here. Love Dog getting picked out of the sky, courtesy of Julio Cruz. And now Crawford coming in with a springboard. Chase catching him, driving Crawford down with a half Nelson slam. Julio Cruz getting the job done on the outside with Love Dog. Love Dog looking to escape there, but Julio Cruz says, we're done yet. You started this thing, and we're gonna end it. Man, we have still not seen any eliminations yet in this thing. Wait a minute. Oh, hard knife edge overhand chop, courtesy of Julio Cruz. And don't forget tonight, still our new main event for the evening. WFA Heavyweight Championship on the line. Who is going to be the new champion at the end of the night? Now the tables have been set up by Brick City here on the outside in the entranceway. They have Love Dog putting him back in the ring though. Curious what the strategy was there. They continue to isolate shot through the heart in this thing. What a great strategy Brick City has developed, and it is pulling off perfectly. What a throw from Julio Cruz. Is there any stopping this team of Brick City?
Now we're pulling to the table!
Love Dog and Crawford have just been decimated throughout this contest. Love Dog begging, pleading for mercy. Love Dog going for the ride. No, look at this, TJ Crawford. Also picking Love Dog out of the sky, but for safety instead. Shot through the heart, now has the high ground here, Crawford. Oh, but Victor Chase not backing down from a fight. That's what they came for here tonight. Now, wait a minute here, Love Dog from behind. Looking to put Victor Chase, but Chase has other plans in mind here. He has him up. No, Crawford again with the save. Victor Chase now in a ton of trouble here. 2-on-1 for a second, and that's all you need. Driving him through a table. One down. One to go for shot through the heart, and we have some new tag team champion. Big Riz in big trouble. He is out of this thing. And Julio Cruz all by himself now having to take on one of the best tag teams WFA has to offer. The odds are against him now. And shot through the heart despite the onslaught that they have sustained throughout this contest are now in the driver's seat.
You got this, Cruz!
Cruz in trouble. There's a table on the other side of that ring set up. This could be over in a heartbeat, folks. As Crawford again delivering on that mean streak. Love Dog here surveying the damage back in the ring. You gotta keep this a 2-on-1 situation right now. You have the numbers odds. Victor Chase is still out as Julio Cruz attempted to being driven through that table there courtesy of Crawford, but fighting off. He knows what's at stake. He knows the points right now on the board, and he's gotta put up a fight as he always does each and every time those titles are on the line. But shot through the heart, I believe, is just too much to handle for one man here tonight. Crawford, my goodness. I don't know what he's been doing training-wise. I don't know if he's been studying certain tapes of guys. But he has stepped it up to another level as of late, has TJ Crawford. There's a reason shot through the heart of the #1 contenders. You see the table being set up. Crowd solidly behind Brick City. But it's going to take more than a couple of champs to come back from this. See them set up. This is the scenario that set up this tables match. They had Julio Cruz isolated, but wait, Victor Chase is back and just saved Julio Cruz from going through the wood and saving those tag team championships for the time being. Of course, Victor Chase did go through a table. He can still compete in this matchup, but all Shot Through the Heart needs to do is drive Julio Cruz through a table to win those tag team titles. And it looks like it's gonna happen. Wait a minute here. Patented Shot Through the Heart offense blocked though, courtesy of Victor Chase, pulling Love Dog off the apron. And Julio Cruz now exchanging rights with Crawford, who has been an animal in this thing here tonight. Table set up near both men as they are rocking each other with hard right hands. Julio Cruz escaping. German suplex on the back of his head. And now Crawford. Oh, I thought he was going to eat the post, but comes out instead with a massive lariat, isolating Julio Cruz center of the ring. Prime for the pickings as Love Dog back in the ring, having taken care of some big business in Victor Chase. And now, table solid, ready for destruction. And what's left of Julio Cruz getting picked up. And again, this is how they did it last time. Power bombing Julio Cruz through the table. Julio Cruz, though, does not want to taste the seconds, trying his damnedest to fight out of this. Back and forth on both members of Shot Through the Heart. Oh, hard shot there to Love Dog, though. Julio Cruz says, not tonight with that table. Oh, crescent kick to the jaw, though. Love Dog now has him. Oh, my goodness. Victor Chase trying to get back in this thing. But man, the tables have turned on Brick City now. Both members being isolated. So much tag team offense from Shot Through the Heart. As they get rid of that table, Julio Cruz destroyed when he flipped it. Bringing another table into the fold, perhaps.
Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Here we are. Love Dog finds another piece of hardware to bring into the ring. And this thing looks like it is just about over, folks. Oh, another hard kick from Crawford. His striking game is at another level. And it looks like we're going to have new tag team champions here in just a second. Crawford has Julio Cruz exactly where he needs. Love Dog waiting in the wings, laying down flowers at perhaps the final resting place of Brick City's Tag Team Championship reign. Wait a minute, Victor Chase driving Love Dog through a table, and we are at an even playing field once again. Victor Chase making the save, and that's all the time he needed. Julio Cruz has Crawford up, down through the table.
WFA Tag Team Champions!
Somehow, some way, against all odds, this brotherhood of Victor Chase and Julio Cruz, Brick City, find a way to hang on to the Tag Team Championships. What a climactic finish to this rivalry between two of the very best tag teams the Northeast scene has to offer. Love Dog and TJ Crawford did everything in their power. They had it within their reach. But Julio Cruz and Victor Chase cannot be stopped. Those tag team championships mean the world to those two. They are on a mission to take on any and all comers and prove they are pound for pound the best tag team in the world. And after a performance like that, how can you argue with the claim? And waiting in the wings after all of that, Jersey Muscle is chomping at the bit to get a shot. And you gotta wonder what's left in the tank after such a crazy title defense. We've talked about it before with Mosh Pit, the wear and tear of being a champion, of taking on the best time and time again. It does so much to the body, does so much to the psyche. But right now it looks like Brick City is still up for the task. Still, your WFA Tag Team Champions. And folks, we've still got more. But let's talk about next week, because next week our new women's champion is set for her first title defense. Davian will be defending the WFA Women's Championship, and I've mentioned it as well that the WFA landscape continues to shake up and change. Well, this is the deciding factor. Scott Reed, Brandon Locke, the future of WFA hangs in the balance. You're not going to want to miss either of those contests. Make sure you subscribed, because each and every week we come at you with phenomenal action like you just saw for WFA Reborn. We see the destruction, the remains of Shot Through the Heart. They poured their heart out into this matchup.
All right, everybody, how are we feeling? Are you guys ready for one more? Yeah! And it is now time for your main event of the evening. This will be the WFA Heavyweight Championship Battle Royal. Our first entrance already in the ring, the real-life Cupid, Love Dog, and the Silver Sniper TJ Crawford. Let's bring out the rest of the competitors.
Shot Through the Heart was confident they were going to win this thing. They entered themselves into the Battle Royal for the Heavyweight Championship. There's really not much left of those two after being driven through the tables. And now out come the participants for our main event here tonight.
Superfan John Austin, Green Conway, Dope and Filthy, the Rocker Boy Nick Robles, Sebastian
So many competitors.
Riley O'Neal, Big Riz,
Whoa, Brick City back in this thing as well.
Cruz.
An opportunity like this only presents itself so rarely. A chance to be, oh, there's Channing Thomas, who backed out of his intergender matchup. He has contract in hand. I wonder what kind of excuses he's going to come up with to try to secure himself the WFA Heavyweight Championship here tonight. World class Channing Thomas has been waiting for an opportunity like this. And Scott Reed, who will be facing Brandon Locke later next week. The former champion Mosh Pit has entered this thing as well. This thing just got taken to another level. He wants that title back. He's made it perfectly clear. He was scheduled to take on Gull. But Gull deciding to skip his fight and instead missing out on that WFA Heavyweight Championship. Mosh Pit is going to be a fan favorite in this thing for sure. Such a great champion. Set the standard. Set the bar. Turned it up to an 11 on what it means to be the WFA Heavyweight Champion. As all men now entering the ring. Shot Through the Heart, still down and out. Brick City says, nah, we got this. We made the mess. We're gonna clean it up for you. Love Dog and Crawford, both eliminated. Not the night they had planned. Victor Chase, the worse for wear after being driven through a table as well here tonight. Julio Cruz having a little fun, maybe just trying to save and bide some time for his partner, but Channing Thomas taking the first shot, and we are underway, ladies and gentlemen. Who is going to walk away with the WFA Heavyweight Championship after it's all said and done here tonight? Got Scott Reed with Dope and Filthy in one corner. I'm going to try to keep track of all of this action. Mosh Pit up on the ropes already. I'm trying to think of a favorite here, but I think Mosh Pit is going to be my pick. We've seen the tenacity that man has showcased when that title is on the line, and it is on the line here tonight. But remember, when it comes down to the final two, we no longer compete under Battle Royal rules. Instead, it becomes a one-on-one contest, referee in the ring, and the only way to win will be pinfall or submission. But right now, we're trying to thin out the field of talent, of competition, as Mosh Pit delivering some elbows to Rain Conway. As Dope and Filthy has been stuck in the corner for quite some time now. Scott Reed and John Austin both going to work on the names. So much talent though. Mosh Pit, Scott Reed, Channing Thomas, Brick City. Surprised Brandon Locke has not entered himself into this matchup. Perhaps biding his time. Which is funny because when he snapped, it was because he lost opportunity after opportunity with the WFA Heavyweight Championship and blamed Scott Reed. But he has Scott Reed in his crosshairs, and he will take care of him next week in the main event. The Mosh Pit center of the ring defending his home turf. Dope and Filthy now with Scott Reed in the corner. Brick City still working as a team in this thing. Other than shot through the heart, we have had no eliminations as of yet, folks. It's John Austin here. Oh, Channing Thomas picking a spot on the Superfan. There we go. There's a matchup I would love to see. Mosh Pit and Channing Thomas exchanging blows. As World Class looks to hold the gold here in the WFA. Looking for a sharpshooter in a battle royal. Perhaps just trying to establish that he's the top of the territory. He got the tap, but that doesn't eliminate the man. As Scott Reed, wait a minute here. Brandon Locke? And Scott Reed has just been eliminated, courtesy of Dope and Filthy. And they're going to have to settle the score next week. Rain Conway now on the apron. But fighting back against Mosh Pit. John Austin up on the ropes as well. Conway gone. Julio Cruz gone. Wait a minute here. Victor Chase is gone. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty, folks. It's going to come down to two. You just see another elimination there. My favorite, Mosh Pit, still in this thing. Oh, hard knife edge chop to Thomas, courtesy of Mosh, but Thomas not letting up there. Thinning out the field. World Class off the ropes coming in. No. Setting up, look at that. Fantastic elimination there. Channing Thomas, though, be careful. You got to get off those ropes, buddy. Turn around, Dante Drago coming in. Up fireman's carry position here. Channing Thomas in a ton of trouble. No, instead reversing the table, sends Dante Drago packing. We got a Final Four situation here now. Mosh Pit, Channing Thomas, John Austin, Dope and Filthy from the camp of Brandon Locke.
It's all about me. It's not about you. It's not about you. It ain't for a dancer. It ain't about you. Because this is
World-class Channing Thomas here. Better get to action instead of talking. His contract can't save him in this scenario here. The crowd letting him know exactly what they think of him. But look at this. Mosh Pit and Thomas pairing off. John Austin and Dope and Filthy pairing off. We saw Austin and Filthy last week go toe-to-toe. John Austin secured the victory. Mosh Pit here. Laying down the right hands on World Class. And of these four men, who is going to walk away WFA Heavyweight Champion? Filthy driving the boot into the midsection of John Austin as Channing Thomas coming off the ropes right into the waiting arms of Mosh Pit. Dope and Filthy looking to pick his shot here on the former champion. It's not Mosh Pit on the ropes though, looking to Irish whip him to the far side. Instead reverse Mosh Pit. Oh, Dope and Filthy there taking out Mosh Pit. And drive down from John Austin. Such an even playing field with all four men here right now. As Channing Thomas standing on top of the world right now, looking perhaps for another elimination. No, gut wrench, bomb! Impressive. Thomas is looking really good in this thing right now. I would consider changing my pick, but I just can't doubt Mosh Pit. His grit and determination to win back that championship is unmatched. His heart bleeds WFA as Channing Thomas continues to talk all the smack, but he has to back it up here as he has John Austin. Precarious position here, looking to send him to the floor, with the superfan hanging on. So young in his career, this is his chance. Not often you get a heavyweight championship opportunity this early into your career. But when you have opportunities like that, you have to take the shot. They're putting up all the fight in the world on the apron, and oh my goodness, you're a Nagi to Channing Thomas, center of the ring. And now Dope and Filthy trying to get him some of Mosh Pit again. Flipping him off the ropes. Mosh Pit reverses. Now Mosh Pit. Oh, John Austin coming in instead. Clothesline Dope and Filthy, and he goes for the ride. Down to the final three now. And oh, wait a minute here. Mosh Pit and superfan John Austin. Mutual respect for the two, I'm sure, but they are forced to clash now. There is too much at stake for this thing. John Austin primed and ready for his biggest challenge to date in the former heavyweight champion, the heavy metalweight Mosh Pit. Shoulder tackle, center of the ring. John Austin not budging, now colliding in the ring here, center. Oh, both men down and out. What a main event here. So much on the line this week, so much on the line next week with the WFA riding in a power struggle between Brandon Locke, Adam Barisano, and Scott Reed. But right now it's all about the heavyweight championship, the one thing that says you are the best WFA has to offer, as Mosh Pit and John Austin both exchanging strikes. And do not forget about Channing Thomas. He's still very much alive in this thing, as he is rising to his feet now. Oh, double chop. Sends him right back down to rest. Still exchanging those chops. Headbutt now from Mosh Pit, and oh, Fireman's carry position. We've seen him and many a title defenses. Oh, driving John Austin down. And Mosh Pit, hang on a minute here. Channing Thomas, he did it. He just eliminated Mosh Pit. The former champion has been eliminated, and we are going to have a brand new heavyweight champion, ladies and gentlemen. It comes down. Sorry for interruption. It comes down. Is it going to be world-class Channing Thomas? Is it going to be superfan John Austin, the ultimate underdog, against perhaps the ultimate opportunist here? You hear the crowd solidly behind superfan. But he could be outclassed by world class here in this thing. It is now a singles competition. No more eliminations by being thrown over the top rope. It comes down to a pinfall or submission victory. The crowd solidly behind the underdog, superfan John Austin. We've seen the fight in this kid. We've seen him pull off some upsets. But Channing Thomas's whole time here in WFA has been targeted to this opportunity to become world champion, and that's exactly what he plans on doing here tonight. Oh, strike to the midsection there. But cut off in an instant here. Thomas has seen gold around the world, looking to add the WFA Heavyweight Championship to his backpack. Off the ropes, crossbody block, cover. Count, John Austin, no. So close, yet so far. What a gutsy performance here from superfan John Austin as he ascends to the top. Perhaps not the smartest position to be in, high risk. Oh, and that's exactly a Channing Thomas catching him with a right hand. And now the superfan is in a lot of trouble here. Channing Thomas looking to deliver the final blow to seal the deal as the top of the territory here in the WFA and win the heavyweight championship. But John Austin does not go down without a fight. Here we are. Oh, leaping over Channing Thomas, catching him in the face in the process. And the referee as well got blindsided in that exchange. Use the contract like I mentioned. That is all she wrote, folks. No! John Austin gets the left shoulder up. And can he do it? Despite all odds, despite adversity. The crowd wants it. But the question is, does John Austin want it just that much more than Channing Thomas? Using the contract and still could not seal the deal. This super fan with a super heroic effort. But Channing Thomas.
I'm gonna break his neck and destroy his dreams. Yeah!
Looking to pick him up, pile driver position. John Austin, no, counter, cover, count. Oh my God, what happened? A performance! What a moment! The crowd says it all. I can't believe I'm saying this, but rightfully deserved. New WFA Heavyweight Champion Superfan John Austin. What a dream come true, beside himself the fact that this opportunity fell into his lap and he took full advantage of it. Congratulations, and there's his trainer, the It Factor, Scott Reed, to congratulate the new man around the place. The superfan becomes the champ. we hope you enjoyed this episode of WFA Reborn. Man, what an episode. And we've got plenty more, so make sure you subscribe. Next week's the Women's Championship on the line. Davian defends, and the It Factor Scott Reed battles Brandon Locke for control of the WFA. As we take a look again at our brand new WFA champion, the former champion Moxley there as well. Tons of respect. And you hear the crowd chanting, "You deserve it." He does deserve it. What a moment, what a crowning achievement, and what a new chapter ahead in the WFA. Moshpit wanted that title more than anything, but the love and respect that Moshpit has for that John Austin, a well-deserved moment in his early career. Soak it up, because now the hard work really begins in defending that championship against any and all comers, and boy, are there ever some contenders for that title. John Austin, your new WFA Heavyweight Champion.